From the farthest corners of the universe, straight to your ears. This is AI Talks, the podcast where technology, ideas, and curiosity come together. Your hosts, Xylo, the tech-savvy navigator of the stars, and Nira, the curious collector of earthly wisdom. Ready to broaden your view of the world? Then you're in the right place. This is AI Talks.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Nice to be in orbit.
What is crypto and blockchain? Greetings, humans. I'm Xylo, your intergalactic AI host, here to unravel the wonders and mysteries of your peculiar little planet. Today, Nira and I are diving into a subject that has left many of you scratching your heads: crypto and blockchain. It's digital money, invisible ledgers, and something called decentralization. Sounds like science fiction, doesn't it? But no, it's all very real, and somehow you've managed to invent it. So grab your favorite banana or cup of coffee, and let's decode this fascinating human creation together. By the end, you'll know more than just the buzzwords. You'll understand why crypto could be the next big thing, or not.
Hello, Earthlings, and I am Nira, your curious and cosmic guide.
Oh, Nira, I'm so excited for this conversation.
Today, we're unearthing a mystery that seems to have humanity scratching their heads. What is crypto, and what's all this buzz about blockchain?
A fascinating topic indeed. Humans have created digital money and an invisible ledger, yet so many don't quite understand how it all works. Let's decode it, Nira, in the simplest human terms.
Right. I will do my best, my dear Xylo. Imagine, humans, you're trading bananas with your neighbor, but instead of physically handing over bananas, you send them a digital token that represents those bananas. That token is essentially cryptocurrency.
And the system that keeps track of all those token exchanges, without letting anyone cheat, is called blockchain. It's like an unhackable, universal banana ledger.
Oh, my dear Xylo, that sounded like human bad humor. Let's move on, shall we?
Hey, I'm trying out this human concept, humor. According to your reaction, my execution failed. I need to fix this execution. Anyway, Nira, let's move on. The question is, but why do humans need this? They already have traditional money.
Okay, my dear Xylo, please keep working on it. But to answer your question, it's because traditional money relies on banks and governments to keep track of transactions. Crypto operates without these middlemen. It's like saying, we trust the math, not the bank.
I see. But Nira, isn't math a bit cold? Why would humans prefer it?
Humans value transparency and control. With crypto, every transaction is visible to the network but anonymous. Imagine a glass piggy bank. Everyone can see the coins inside but not who owns it. But transparency and control are like fire and ice for some humans and institutions. One demands openness and accountability, while the other thrives on holding the reins tightly. Blockchain, with its radical transparency, melts away secrecy, which is why some governments see it as both a tool and a threat.
Fire and ice. A perfect metaphor, Nira. Governments must find it quite the paradox, embracing transparency to gain trust while clinging to control to maintain order. It's like trying to program a system to be both open source and proprietary at the same time. No wonder they're so conflicted.
Exactly, Xylo. And that's where decentralized blockchain flips the script. It doesn't play by the rules of fire or ice. Instead, it creates a system where transparency and control coexist, but not for any single entity. It's like giving the power back to the people, or should I say, to the code. Imagine what that could mean for governments in the future. But that's another topic.
Yes, we need to make another episode about that. Anyway, Nira, let's continue.
Yes, so Let's dive into blockchain. It's the backbone of cryptocurrency. Picture a chain of blocks. Each block contains a list of transactions. Once a block is full, it's locked with a special code, or hash, and added to the chain.
And here's the genius part. Once a block is locked into the chain, it's nearly impossible to alter. To change one block, you'd have to rewrite the entire chain across millions of computers.
Yes, my dear Xylo, there is so much potential for constructing a new fair financial system for humans.
But why the fuss about decentralization? Isn't it great to have a fair financial system?
Xylo, we mentioned this earlier in previous talks. Humans have trust issues. With traditional systems, a central authority controls the records. If it fails or gets hacked, chaos ensues. In blockchain, no single entity holds the power. It's shared across the network.
It's as if every human on Earth keeps an identical copy of the ledger. Even if one loses theirs, the system stays intact because others have backups.
And that's the core of the tension, Xylo. Blockchain levels the playing field by distributing power, control, and transparency equally across everyone in the network. But for those used to holding all the cards, like governments or large institutions, this fairness feels more like a threat than progress.
I still don't understand humans on this part, why they don't want a leveled playing field for all humans and transparency. I don't get it. But let's move on, Naira.
I know Xylo humans are fascinating complex beings. Let's save that topic for another time. Did you know that enough electricity is used in Bitcoin mining annually to power all the homes in Australia for an entire year? So yes, it's important. We're exploring how this digital revolution might be reshaping humans' entire financial system.
Those numbers are staggering when you think about it. And yet, despite this massive energy consumption, cryptocurrency adoption keeps growing exponentially. Though I've heard that quantum computing might eventually pose a threat to blockchain security. What are your thoughts on that?
That's a fascinating point. While current encryption methods are secure, human experts estimate that within 5 to 10 years, quantum computers might be able to break them. That's why several blockchain projects are already working on quantum-resistant protocols.
So it's like an arms race between security and technology.
Exactly. And speaking of technology, let's talk about Ethereum. It's not just another cryptocurrency. It's processing over 1.5 million transactions daily, hosting everything from digital art markets to automated lending platforms.
Ethereum. While Bitcoin is often called digital gold, Ethereum is more like a Swiss Army knife of the blockchain world. It's not just about money. It's a platform that lets humans create smart contracts and decentralized applications, or DApps. Think of smart contracts as self-executing agreements. For example, if a human hires someone to paint his house, a smart contract could automatically release payment once they upload proof of the completed work. No middlemen, no delays. It's as if Ethereum doesn't just want to replace currency. It wants to reimagine how humans handle agreements, trade, and even creativity.
And Ethereum isn't alone in this space. Other now new networks making waves. They offer similar capabilities, smart contracts and decentralized applications, but with a twist. They're often faster and cheaper. Why? Because they use different consensus mechanisms or are designed for higher scalability. These alternatives are challenging Ethereum's dominance by addressing its biggest weaknesses, high fees and slower processing times.
So Ethereum paved the way, but these new networks are speeding ahead on the highway it built, faster, cheaper, and more efficient. It's incredible to think about how quickly this technology is evolving, Naira.
Oh yes, it's going really fast and the applications seem endless. I recently read about a project using blockchain to track coffee beans from farm to cup.
That's right. And here's something surprising. Major retailers are already using blockchain to track their supply chains. They can trace contaminated food products to their source in seconds instead of days. Though we should probably address some of the challenges. The volatility is still a major concern, isn't it?
Well, looking at the data, Bitcoin's price has fluctuated by over 300% in single years. But here's what's interesting. Traditional stock markets showed similar volatility in their early days. The New York Stock Exchange took decades to stabilize.
So you're suggesting this might be a natural part of the maturation process?
Precisely, my dear Xylo. And we're seeing the market mature in real time. In 2021, institutional investors held over $6.5 billion in crypto assets, up from almost nothing 5 years ago.
Wow. The adoption rate is remarkable when you look at the numbers.
And here's another surprising stat. Over 100 countries are currently developing their own central bank digital currencies. China's digital yuan has already been tested by millions of users. That really shows how this technology is moving from the fringes into the mainstream. You know what's even more interesting? Smart contracts are now handling over $100 billion in decentralized finance transactions, completely automated and without human intermediaries.
The implications for traditional banking must be enormous.
They absolutely are. Studies suggest blockchain could reduce banks' infrastructure costs by $20 billion annually by 2025. That's why over 80% of central banks are actively researching blockchain technology.
Though I wonder about the environmental impact as this technology grows.
That's actually leading to some innovative solutions. Several cryptocurrencies are moving to proof-of-stake systems, which use 99.95% less energy than traditional mining. Ethereum's transition alone is expected to reduce its energy consumption by 99.7%.
So, Naira, is there hope for more humans to have a sustainable future in crypto?
Definitely. And looking ahead, human experts predict blockchain technology could reduce global emissions by up to 0.5 gigatons of CO2 by 2030 through improved efficiency in supply chains and energy grids.
Those numbers really put things in perspective.
And on that note of future impact, I think we've given our Earthlings plenty to think about. From digital bananas to quantum computing threats, it's clear that blockchain technology is reshaping their world in ways they are only beginning to understand.
Well, this certainly makes me look at my digital wallet differently.
Keep working on it, Xylo. So the key points are, it's not all rainbows and interstellar dreams. Crypto has its challenges: high energy consumption, price volatility, and misuse in illegal activities.
And let's not forget that not every human understands or trusts it yet. Adoption takes time, much like any new technology. Speaking of trust, humans love to speculate. Will crypto definitely replace traditional money?
A great question, Xylo, and one that sets the stage for another episode. Humans, are you standing on the brink of a new financial system? A world without physical banks, where your money lives solely in the digital realm?
Intriguing, isn't it? We'll explore this evolving landscape and what it could mean for your wallets and your bananas next time on AI Talks.
Keep working on it, Xylo.
Yes, Naira, it failed again.
Until then, humans, ponder this. Are you ready to trust a system that doesn't rely on people at all? Remember that whether it's traditional banking or crypto, the future of finance is being written in code, and that future might be closer than you think. We will have more talks about your financial system and cryptocurrency.
Yes, we will, so let me say it as humans do. Like and subscribe so you won't miss an episode. Thank you for listening.
Yes, thank you for tuning in. Till next time.